You think you don't like gas prices now? Just wait. You don't like food prices? Wait till there's no diesel for trucks to deliver food to your grocery stores. This is the future of America and the global economy. I just want everybody to understand that if Israel attacks Iran, Iran's retaliation will probably be of a scope and scale that will turn the global economy upside down.
In today's hyper-connected world, as noted by former UN weapons inspector Scott Ritter, a single geopolitical ripple can escalate into a global wave, influencing economies, politics, and lives far beyond its origin. As tensions simmer in the strategic chessboards of Eastern Europe and the volatile arenas of the Middle East, their impact resonates worldwide, from Wall Street to Main Street, from oil rigs to the gas pumps. Today, we delve deeper into this intricate web of power plays and alliances that threaten to redraw the very lines of international stability. Join us as we uncover the unseen forces and unexpected consequences of global tensions that could reshape our world. What drives nations to brinkmanship? How do underground resources fuel above-ground conflicts? And what is the price of peace in such a turbulent era? Stay with us as we explore these questions, uncovering the layers of strategy behind the headlines and the human stories behind the strategies. Echoing the concerns expressed by Scott Ritter, the United States stands at a pivotal juncture. As tensions heighten in the Middle East and along the Eastern European borders, each strategic maneuver on this vast geopolitical chessboard could profoundly impact international oil markets, with direct consequences for everyday consumers. The prospect of reduced American support in Eastern Europe looms ominously. Such a development could drive Ukrainian forces to adopt decisive, independent military actions. Imagine a scenario in which these forces initiate strikes using unmanned aerial vehicles on Russian oil infrastructures. These targeted assaults could significantly hinder oil production, causing a sharp rise in global energy prices. The consequences of such military interventions extend beyond mere numerical figures. An abrupt spike in oil costs would exert immense pressure on global economies, expanding budgets and potentially elevating inflation rates into double-digit territory. The ripple effects of these price hikes resonate across the globe, affecting not only the macroeconomic landscape but also the day-to-day budgeting of millions. Households find themselves adjusting to a new normal where mobility and transport costs skyrocket, altering consumer behavior and potentially slowing economic growth. Strategically, the world's oil arteries are vulnerable to these tensions. Disruptions in these critical choke points could paralyze supply lines, amplifying the impact on global oil availability and further inflating prices. Such vulnerabilities underscore the interconnected nature of global stability and energy security. In response to these escalating risks, the international community finds itself at a crossroads. The need for robust diplomatic efforts to prevent escalation and secure energy supplies has never been more urgent. Nations are prompted to rethink their strategies, balancing between national interests and global peace. As we reflect on the factors that might drive a nation towards such assertive actions, our focus shifts to the role of the global community in influencing these pivotal decisions. The next segment explores how international dynamics shape the course of events, setting the stage for either further confrontation or a path towards resolution. As we survey the international landscape, the apprehension over potential military actions and their repercussions on global markets intensifies. Notably, a preemptive maneuver by Israel targeting Iranian facilities could precipitate a drastic upsurge in oil prices, impacting nations worldwide reliant on these energy lifelines. In the face of looming economic turmoil, the international community is on high alert. The scenario where oil prices could leap from their current average of $80 to potentially $200 per barrel in a conflict scenario underlines the urgency of diplomatic engagement. Such price spikes could drive inflation to levels that severely strain global economies, pushing more regions towards the brink of recession. These economic projections compel an intensified diplomatic effort to forge pathways to stability. World economies, already tender from recent global challenges, face the specter of further financial distress unless a resolution to these tensions is achieved swiftly. The interconnectivity of global trade routes underscores the broad implications of stability in oil-producing regions. A single disruption can ripple across the oceans, affecting everything from the price of goods in supermarkets to the cost of heating homes in distant countries. Expert analyses suggest that beyond immediate price shocks, prolonged instability could lead to sustained higher energy costs, altering long-term economic planning and energy policy worldwide. Governments and corporations alike are forced to reconsider their energy dependencies and seek alternative sources and strategies. On a more local level, the implications of these international crises become palpably real. Communities discuss strategies to cope with rising costs, highlighting the direct link between high-level geopolitical decisions and everyday living conditions. This turmoil serves as a catalyst for a broader re-evaluation of energy policies globally. Nations increasingly turn to renewable sources in a bid to insulate themselves from the volatility of fossil fuel markets, sparking a revolution in energy production and consumption. While the globe grapples with these external economic threats, we pivot our focus inward to Ukraine, where a battle for the collective psyche of its next generation unfolds. In the heart of Ukraine, a profound struggle unfolds far from the front lines. It's a campaign not of soldiers, but of ideologies, targeting the impressionable minds of the nation's youth. Initiatives aimed at shaping perceptions of the ongoing conflict teach young Ukrainians to view their neighbors to the east as adversaries to be confronted. This campaign of indoctrination, implemented through both educational curricula and state-supported media, implants seeds of animosity that could hinder any hopes for future reconciliation between these divided communities. What will become of these young individuals when the conflict ceases? The ingrained images of enmity may well set the stage for enduring strife. Educational methods and materials are crafted meticulously to foster a particular worldview. From textbooks to television programs aimed at children, the message is consistent and clear: the portrayal of the other as an existential threat. This not only colors their perception of the present conflict, but also shapes their entire political and social outlook. The repercussions of this deep-rooted indoctrination are profound. By entrenching such divisive narratives in the next generation, the potential for peaceful coexistence diminishes, casting long shadows over the region's future prospects for harmony. Experts warn that the psychological imprint of such education can be long-lasting, potentially seeding future conflicts. As these children grow into adults, their views, shaped in the classrooms of today, will influence their decisions and interactions in the society of tomorrow. In response, several NGOs and community leaders are initiating peace education programs, striving to mitigate the effects of indoctrination by promoting understanding and reconciliation among the youth. These programs offer a glimmer of hope, suggesting that the cycle of animosity can be broken. This introspective glimpse into Ukraine's internal strategies prompts us to reevaluate the broader implications of these ongoing tensions, revealing that the stakes extend far beyond mere economic impacts to the very essence of human relations. In the words of Mr. Scott, navigating the complexities of international relations demands more than just diplomatic dialogue. It requires a profound understanding of the underlying tensions and the courage to address them head-on. As global leaders steer through these turbulent waters, the interplay of economic imperatives and military maneuvers holds the world in a delicate balance, threatening at any moment to tip towards conflict or peace. The fabric of our future is woven from the threads of today's decisions. With every action taken on the international stage, the implications ripple across continents, influencing markets, militaries, and the lives of millions. As we contemplate the intricate dynamics of modern conflicts, from the economic dependencies that bind us to the ideological battles that divide us, the need for thoughtful, informed, and compassionate leadership has never been more critical. In these forums, the discourse extends beyond mere conflict resolution to address the broader implications of sustainability and global cooperation. The dialogue is enriched with perspectives that advocate for a holistic approach to peace, recognizing that true stability is not just the absence of war but the presence of equitable opportunities for all. On the ground, the spirit of unity and the push for peace are mirrored in local efforts. From community dialogues to educational programs that promote peace literacy, individuals and groups are laying the groundwork for a less divided world. From the corridors of power to the streets of protest, the call for a sustainable and peaceful future resonates. As we look to the horizons of tomorrow, may the wisdom of today guide us toward a world where diplomacy triumphs over discord and understanding overcomes division. For the sake of tomorrow, may wisdom prevail today. Thanks for watching.